host, Bennett, with my boy, Sam.
Howdy.
Yeah, and, Sam, what's that in the distance?
I wonder, what could it be?
Oh my god, is that, for the third week in a row, the NFL feeds?
Oh, unfortunately.
Oh my god, going for the hat trick! NFL feed!
Alright.
Three-peat!
So.
Super Bowl theme song!
God.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Alright, so. So the Super Bowl did in fact happen. It was.
Yes.
It set the record for lowest scoring Super Bowl of all time.
Mm-hmm. And the most boringest Super Bowl in my time.
Yeah.
So,
Worst possible matchup. Rams embarrassed themselves on the national stage.
Yes.
And Patriots got another fucking Super Bowl win.
Something that everyone wanted, of course.
Yeah, I mean, St. Louis, but...
Oh my god. And
oh god.
everyone played terribly. Everyone did.
The defense was decent.
The defense is decent, and so were the Patriots running backs.
The offense just kind of didn't work.
You'd think for, like, after 4 runs, the Rams would be like, hey, let's defend against these running backs. But no. Then they'd, like, just pass away because...
yeah, it was...
I'm frustrated. Everyone played terribly, and I'm disappointed not only in the teams, but everyone who participated in. I'm looking at you, Belichick.
That's
I'm looking
understandable.
at you. Yeah.
Sean McVay, you little bitch.
Secondly, let's talk about that halftime show, because that seems to be the thing that's making the news.
Oh, yeah.
Recently.
That certainly happened.
Yes, it did. You didn't watch the halftime show, right?
No, but I heard about what happened afterwards.
Mm-hmm. The fallout that occurred.
Oh, God. The fucking just teasing every fan.
I watched it beat for beat. So, in case you haven't seen it, somehow, Sam, what happened was that Maroon 5 promised that they would make a tribute to Steven Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob SquarePants, by having a scene from one of the episodes where the marching band played at the Super Bowl in the episode.
Sweet
and
victory.
they'd play that song. They would do that song at the Super Bowl halftime show. Maroon 5 said they would, and they showed the opening clip of that, but then they didn't do the actual song. They just used it to intro Sicko Mode by Travis Scott.
Wow.
Which is yes, that happened.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Not only did they meme the entire... they fucking... the balls of Maroon 5 and the NFL. Just the fucking nerve to not only just, like, take this beloved song of nostalgia and...
not play it.
Yeah, and not play it. Use it to advertise, and then replace it with fucking Sicko Mode. The balls of the NFL to do something like that.
Oh yeah, that was something.
My jaw dropped when I saw that. Literally everyone I saw it with was like, huh? What? You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Everyone was just disappointed. And part of me wants to say, who cares? You know? It's a show, it's a halftime show.
Yeah.
I don't really care. But, like, I thought about it some more. And even with me, this hit me because SpongeBob was a big part of my childhood.
Same.
You know? So, when I saw something like this, I got excited for it. And, like, the more I thought about it, the more upset that I got. Because it seems not only just like a shitty thing to just not do it, you know? But, like, you've used it as advertisement. You know, you promised people something.
Yeah, you just teased the shit out of us.
You just made a complete
and then blue-balled us.
Mm-hmm.
They blue-balled every SpongeBob fan.
Not just every SpongeBob fan, but just, like, most of the internet. You know?
That's true. Fun fact, the subreddit Bikini Bottom Twitter was so mad, they changed their downvote symbol to the NFL shield. It's fucking great.
I love that. Uh, Let me check it out right now because I'm subbed to that Reddit.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But who knows? Yeah, uh, oh my God, they did.
Yeah. They actually did. I'm not lying about that.
Huh.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Mm-hmm.
But, for everyone who likes football, which is me, and I don't think
And
anyone
none
who
of them.
listens, but maybe, uh, the Alliance of American Football is starting. It's a brand new league with 8 new teams. Start playing football. Their first game is February 9th. And it looks cool. It's essentially
Sorry.
football.
So explain what this is for everyone.
It is the Alliance of American Football. It
Okay,
is
the
a
AAF.
It's the AAF. It's a
Mhm.
brand new football league with 8 new teams, mostly from college players that weren't drafted or NFL players that got cut.
Is this owned by the NFL or is it
No,
its own?
it's new. It's affiliated with them,
Okay.
and they're trying to work together on it. And that's why the AAF is only off season.
Hmm.
So it's February 9th. Then they play, I think, 10 games, and then they have a championship. And it
Okay.
looks cool, and it's almost exactly like just football with, I think, a few rule changes. The biggest one being no more kickoffs.
No more kickoffs.
The offense gets the ball on the 35 or
Huh.
30. I can't remember which.
That's
But
interesting.
onside kicks existed, so they had to fix that. So you can choose after scoring to start at your own 30, I think, on a
Hmm.
fourth and 10.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if you don't make 10 yards in one play, they get the ball really really close to your end zone.
Okay.
And also, there are no extra points, only 2-point conversions on touchdowns. You
Got
have to
it.
go for two. And it looks like it'll be cool.
Okay. So what are these teams looking like then? Who
Um,
who is part of this?
well, they got a bunch of old NFL players to be like, and recognizable names like Michael Vick
Michael
is a
Vick?
quarterback coach.
Really?
Yes. They brought in a lot of coaches whose names you may recognize that I don't have because I didn't recognize them. Uh,
Okay.
other than Michael Vick. Uh,
Okay.
But basically, it's just a bunch of players from college that weren't drafted, or NFL players that got cut, or were injured and got cut
Okay.
and still wanted to play. So it looks like it'll be good.
So let's look at these teams then. The Arizona Hotshots.
Arizona Hotshots. The Hotshot is the name of the firefighters that go into forest fires and try and keep it contained.
Oh,
That's where they
okay.
got that name from. That's why it's Fire
Um,
X's.
okay. Atlanta Legends
Because Atlanta has a lot of legends. That was their actual reasoning for that.
has a lot of legends.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Just like every other city in
Yeah,
America.
exactly.
The Birmingham Iron,
Because Birmingham was a big iron town, I guess.
of course. Yeah. Memphis Express.
Uh,
Ah, as a,
they
I
have a
don't
bunch
want
of
to.
trains.
I don't want to sit down in Memphis. I'm hoping I can get some food on the go.
I'm hoping I
Maybe
can
with a
express the
Memphis
fuck out of
Express.
Memphis. No offense to Memphis, but the idea behind that was they have a lot of trains. That was it. It's like a hub.
Orlando Apollos. Because just like the myth of Apollo, Orlando is a myth of being a cool city. So,
Yeah, that name was based off Apollo the god and also the missions, the moon missions.
oh, okay, that makes more sense.
It's both.
Salt Lake Stallions, of course, because of all the dashing stallions of men living in Salt Lake City.
Okay, so I actually didn't watch their video, but I think I watched. I didn't watch all the way. It's something along the lines of like speed records are set in like a really really flat in there, and somehow
Really?
stallions were involved. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah,
San Antonio Commanders.
uh,
Um,
that's where the Alamo is,
all right, of
and
course.
other like military things.
Okay. And the San Diego Fleet. That's the Navy, right?
Yep, it's a
Or
big
the
port town.
Marines. Yeah. So 8 teams. Some of these already have football teams, though. Yeah, like
Um,
Atlanta and
yes.
Arizona. Yeah. So why is it that they're putting a second team where there's already another team?
Short answer, the market's
Yes.
already there.
Okay.
these teams are
Understandable.
not playing during the NFL, so all of the Arizona Cardinals fans and all of the fucking Atlanta Falcons fans have someone to watch in the offseason. It has an established base of football fans.
Mm. Yeah, that's true. San Diego, I get because recently they moved the team to L.A.
Oh, fuck you,
So,
Spanos.
all right. So this is good. This is cool, I
Yeah,
guess.
and it
You
looks
know,
it looks good. I'm gonna be watching it, and I'll let you know if it's good or bad.
is it actually gonna be on every Sunday, like network television, NBC, Fox,
CBS.
whatever?
They have a deal with CBS.
Really?
Yes.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, um,
I'm
I
hoping it'll be
can't
good,
wait.
and they're streaming it for free.
They're streaming
Yeah,
on what?
they're gonna have an app.
We're not actually sponsored
Yeah, I know,
by.
but I'm really
Yeah.
excited because I love football.
Okay.
I really do. They're gonna have an app that you can stream it free and also play daily fantasy with like play by play. It's really weird, and you should look at it in later. But they're streaming it for free on their app.
Okay. It's good to know.
Yeah,
I'll check it out then.
yeah. If you like football, this is
Um,
big.
so,
But
moving
that's
on
enough
from
sports. I think that's
yeah,
enough sports.
That's enough for sports. Uh, so moving on, I wanted to talk of this week of what happened to me this weekend because this weekend has probably been one of the most crazy weekends of my life,
Oh,
hands
please
down.
continue.
Yeah, so I haven't told you this story yet because I wanted to save it for the podcast, but
Yeah.
as you know, I had a roommate that I went with. A few episodes ago, I was bragging about how I didn't have a roommate and how it was fucking awesome. That quickly died.
Yeah.
I got a roommate, and he's a pretty nice guy. You know, he had some quirks that I didn't like. He smelled a bit. Yeah, that happened. What happened was that it came to a point where it got so bad. I bought one of those Glade plugins
Yeah.
that you plug into the wall.
And then you hit it.
Um, yeah, and I hit it. Yeah, I didn't tell him about it, and he like walks in. He's like, "Oh, what's that smell?" And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know. What do you mean?" And he's like, "What smell?" I'm like, "Nah, nothing's coming to mind here."
Dumbest thing to
It's
hide
super
ever.
dumb. I know. I feel like I could have just said, "Oh yeah, I got this." Just true. I didn't have to say it was because of him.
Yeah, you could have just
but
said I like good smelling rooms. Done.
but nah, I feel there was some part of my brain where I feel like I have to explain that.
What if he
So-
makes the connection?
exactly? So like, fuck it. I'm not gonna do that. And then he snored a lot, and so sleeping was hard.
Yeah, that's something you have
Yeah.
to get used to.
And then he had like that really bad alarm, like the bah, bah,
Oh,
bah,
God.
that alarm. That was his alarm. And
Nice.
it was really annoying because he didn't get up right away, and
Oh,
he never really got up out of bed.
oh, is he one of
And
those guys who has an alarm like for every 10 minutes?
yes,
Okay.
and he'd still like I'd leave, I'd come back. It'd be 3 p.m. He's still asleep. You know,
Why does he have alarms at that point?
that's my question. Turns out he had a major sleeping pill problem. Which is
Oh,
yes. So, what happened this weekend? He got a little bit drunk. He got so what happened was that
oh,
yeah. So he bought a bottle of vodka
yeah.
and he brought it in, and he's like, "Hey man, you want a swig?" And I'm like, "Nah, maybe later." So I sit down at my desk. I watch a 7-minute video. Okay, and then I finish the video. I look up and half the bottle is gone, and I'm like, "Oh no, it's gonna be one of those nights then."
Jesus, he's a heavyweight.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So he gets fucked up. I'm talking like just sweat. Just got like the red face going. Just fucked
He's
up.
absolutely
Slurred
hammered.
speech. Yeah. I leave the room. I come back. He's not there. So there's this lounge area near my dorm, and he's just there with a friend. And he's clearly fucked up. I go to check on him. I'm like, "Hey, you okay, bro?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He's clearly not fine.
Right.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm totally okay. And I'm like, "Oh no, okay, well, if anything's okay, just let me know. It was not okay. Uh, he um, he got into a fight with his friend, and then he just ran back to the dorm. And so I follow him. I'm like, "Yo,
Yeah.
man, is everything good? Is everything fine?" And he just starts crying, and just like freaking out. He's like stressed as shit, and he says, "I'm gonna kill myself," just like over and over
Don't do
because
that.
he's yeah. I'm like, "Oh no, please don't." Um,
You're not really sure what to do in that situation.
yeah, so I'm just trying to sober him up at this point. I'm like giving him water. I'm saying, "Hey, why don't we try going to sleep? Maybe we can think it over in the morning."
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that way he can just get healthy. Um,
Hmm.
and so at some point, out of his backpack, he pulls out just another bottle of vodka, which is also almost empty. I know, meaning he's drunk 2 bottles of vodka, almost. All those 2 bottles.
That's too much alcohol.
There's way too much alcohol. How are you alive at that point? Because it's only been a few hours. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So I pull it away from him. I'm like, no, you're done. You're done for the night. I'm cutting you off. And so I hid it behind my bed.
Nice. That's
Like,
that's
all
smart.
right.
That's smart.
Yeah. And so then he said, fine. I'm like, just go to bed. And he's like, all right, fine. Just let me take these pills and I'll go to bed permanently. And I'm
Oh
like,
no, don't
what?
take sleeping pills after
Oh,
drinking a
no.
bunch.
Yeah, that exactly. And so he pulled out these pills, and so I yanked these pills away from him. I said, "No, you're not gonna have these pills, okay? Just go to sleep." And that's when he starts getting aggressive with me.
Yeah.
He starts to try to intimidate me. He's like, "Give me my pills," and he's like getting really close to me. He like has his hand out, and I say, "No, you're done. You and I both know this is a bad idea. Please just go to bed." And
Right.
then that's when he starts to throw hands.
Oh.
Yeah, so he grabs hold of me and he throws me against my dresser. And I'm like, get off of me, dude. What are you doing? And then that's when he grabs me by the neck and he like pulls me to the ground. And he's just trying to like get these fucking pills from me. And
Jesus.
yeah, I know. So I say, fine, fine, I'll give them to you. He lets go. Instead, what I do, I just leave the room to try to help, you know?
Yeah.
Because he's sick, He's clearly
Yeah.
sick. He needs some actual help. I
Yeah.
need some to make a call or whatever. And so he gets upset, so he decides to go to the RA. And so he goes to the RA's door, and he's just banging on this door, just banging on it as loud as he could. And at that point, other people in the dorm started to come out because they wanted to know what was happening. They wanted to see if everything was okay, naturally.
Yeah. If I hear
Um,
loud banging, I'm gonna be like, dude, what?
and so they see him, he's complete, and they see me
Yeah.
just trying to contain him. It
Yeah.
was a Saturday too, so it was people in the dorms were just having like a fun time. They were kind of having parties or whatever, you know? And everyone just kind of came into shock. And so when one person came out, I just, please call help, okay? She's great. I still don't know her name. I feel like I should.
But did she call
um,
for help?
she did, yeah. And the police came with some other RAs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they brought him in for questioning. They asked him how much he had to drink, and I told them my side of the story. Um, and they arrested him. They just straight arrested him
Oh yeah.
for yeah, not for um the alcoholism, but for assault because when he threw hands with me, that was assault.
Oh yeah. I was thinking public
hmm
intoxication, but yeah, no, that is assault.
It's not public intoxication because he
Oh.
was in the
Oh, yeah,
dorm
that's true.
over 21.
Well,
So
over
that's
21
completely
doesn't matter. Public intoxication is just, yeah, whatever. But yeah, no, I'm with you. That is assault. Now
you
that you
know
mention it.
it is assault. I got bruises on my neck and
Oh
I didn't
damn.
want yeah, but I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to press charges because he's sick, he's
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
So what happened afterwards is that he gets arrested, and they pull me over for questioning. They ask me like what I want to do. They want to know my personal safety. They make the decision to move him out of the dorm, meaning that now I get my own dorm.
Exciting, but
Which,
I don't think it's the
yeah,
way you really wanted that to happen.
not really, no. Uh, um, but also that he is we don't know what's going to be happening.
Yeah.
So I'm
It's
like,
possible he gets suspended or something, or
um,
just thrown out.
who knows? But what happened later, I later found out, is that he texted me the next morning. You know,
Yeah.
he says, "I'm going to be checking myself into a mental health hospital. I'm really sorry about what happened. Hopefully, I can make this up to you." I don't respond to this text. Um, but I'm glad that he's getting some actual help. You
Yeah.
know, he's going to rehab basically. They actually came in and they took his stuff back. You know, they took his stuff out of the dorm,
Right.
and like in his drawers, you could see the kind of shit he was just pills. Like there was a bunch of pills
Oh
in there. You
shit.
know, yeah. Um, a lot of like he vaped a lot, right? But there was also like a lot of pods, just huge ones, you know,
Hmm.
for like a nicotine addiction. Also, um,
Jesus.
oh my god,
Yeah, no, it's
yeah,
a good thing he got some help.
just so many pills. It was mostly sleeping pills. Still, you know, I remember he'd take like three, four at a time.
Yeah.
It was a huge problem.
Hmm.
Um, and so I don't know. It upset me. It really upset me because he's a really nice guy
Yeah.
and he really had a lot. He built a pretty big computer, not gonna lie. Like and he just had it here. He was like the head of like the robotics or the Hyperloop team or something here at Tech, you know?
Damn.
And to do that at Virginia Tech is pretty hard. So he's clearly a smart guy, you know?
Yeah.
But and so I just think he had like a prop addiction, and I don't know. I just really want him to get that help.
Yeah.
So
No, it's yeah. You did the right thing.
yeah, he could have killed himself.
Yeah, I
What was
know.
I supposed to do?
That you absolutely did the right thing, man.
Thank you.
As far as I'm
But
concerned, that was you handled that well.
hmm there was like one of the dorm mates. He said, "I have so much respect for you. I would have kicked his ass immediately." And I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel like I really deserve respect. To be honest with you, I don't. It's because I feel like if anyone were in that, it'd be the expected thing to do
Yeah.
to
I
make
mean,
sure he's safe.
it should be the expected thing to do, but I don't think a lot of people would have done it that way. It There are a lot of people who would have handled it differently.
I guess so. I just wanted to make sure that he was safe.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It just got me thinking a lot. You know, just about life. You know, and how like easy it is just for it just to fuck you over. You know,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It got me thinking about opioids. Weirdly, like enough, like
Hmm.
the whole problem with it
Yeah.
and how it's super illegal. You know, when they need fucking help.
Yeah.
You know, I think it made me realize that like when it comes to people who are addicted to opioids and like drugs or anything like that, we need to just stop treating them like criminals
Yeah.
because they need help. They're sick.
Yeah. No.
They're sick. They need help. They need
Yeah. No, that's always been my position is that possession and use should be a health related thing and never be criminal.
mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, like I understand why they're illegal with cocaine and heroin or whatever, you know?
I guess.
But it comes to a point where people are getting arrested for like 30, 40 years and they don't really get that much help. They do get some help, but I don't think it's enough, you know,
Yeah.
because they're being treated like a criminal psychologically. And I feel that it comes to a point where they're just afraid to speak up and do something about, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm with you. That's why. Yeah, I always think that most drugs should probably be decriminalized. Like
Has
just in
something like that
general.
ever happened to you? Like with a person you knew who's just deathly addicted to drugs or not?
Not that I want to talk about on this podcast.
That's fair.
I've had a
That's fine.
similar experience with like what you had with your roommate, but I don't want to talk about it.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. This is the first time it ever happened to someone who was close to me. Um, was super addicted. You know, I
Hmm.
mean, I've met people who've been addicted. You know, but it didn't really impact me until then. Um, and I don't know. I feel like this kind of ruined him a bit. You know.
Yeah, it may have like actually made his life a lot more difficult
Mm-hmm. Just for like it was a.
for just a health problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is sad.
And like he was telling me about it, he said he had insomnia, prescribed it in the first place, you know?
Yeah.
But like now he's just hooked on it, you know, because of these fucking
Yeah.
scrap.
Ideally he gets the help he needs and manages to get finish his degree after he goes through some help.
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
I did not want to press charges
Yeah.
on him at all. I didn't even want him to get arrested,
Right.
but I just the cops literally came and they, what do you want to do? And I said, I don't want him to be arrested, but is there any way you could sober him up or anything?
Yeah.
You know? And they said because it's assault, they really have no other choice but to arrest him.
Right.
Fuck. So chances are, um, now I don't know this for sure. I'm not a lawyer or anything, you know. They said if I did press charges, I'd have to be subpoenaed as a witness. But I don't think I didn't press charges, so I don't think I have to do that. But
Right.
who knows? Who fucking knows?
Yeah.
Um, so sucks.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting this heavy of a conversation on our podcast.
No, I did not.
But yeah, that is unfortunate.
Such heavy visuals for our audio podcast.
Yeah.
I so now I have this empty room, right?
That's true.
And I'm now trying to figure out what to do with it. You know, I'm thinking of redecorating
Oh boy.
the dorm. Okay, interior design, I guess. For
Okay.
what? Don't. How do you organize? So what? There's one thing I'm doing. So now there's an extra bed. I'm gonna turn that into a sofa. Okay.
That's smart. I
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Extra dresser. I'm gonna put a TV in that dress, and that way you could like open the dresser, and there's a TV, and then boom, it's
That
like
sounds
those
dope.
TV doors. I know, right?
Absolutely.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You know. So now like, the possibilities are endless. What would you add? Okay, I want to hear your opinion. What
Oh
would you
God.
add?
You're
Yeah.
asking the wrong person because
Sam,
I have okay, so
damn
here's the
it.
thing. I have a lot of posters that I just never put up. Just because I'm lazy. Although I will
Fucking
say
give me a
no.
poster. What are you doing?
Sure. Drive down here, sure. Although I will say one thing that I really do love that I have on my wall is a whiteboard.
Uh-huh. A
I
whiteboard.
have a like a small dry erase board that I can write reminders to myself for. Like right now, it has some reminders for what I want to do next week, and
Okay.
it helps me make sure I remember everything I have to do, and
Okay.
also it's fun to doodle.
Okay.
So I highly
That's
recommend getting one of those, just in general for everyone. Just have a little whiteboard you can write reminders for if it's something you need.
that's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah,
Who knows? I'm thinking a movie poster. You know,
that's good.
maybe for some movie that I just really like. You know,
When you
maybe
come
Pulp
back here,
Fiction.
hit me up. I can remember to give you some of my posters.
What posters do you have?
Oh God, just so many. I think I have a bunch of superhero posters that are DC. Um,
Gross.
yeah, well, you know. Uh, and I have like a few video. I have a lot of video game posters. I've got like Halo and Call of Duty and a couple others.
Okay. Okay.
Although I think you would like the DC ones, even though they're DC, they're like Wonder Woman and Batman, and they're good and they're solid posters.
Okay. Good to know. I
Yeah,
might like I don't know. I kind of want a movie poster like the ones they use for like an actual trip. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah. Like I like the Pulp Fiction one a lot. I might get that one.
yeah. That's a good
But I don't
idea.
know. Or is it a little weird to just have like Uma Thurman just on your wall? You know?
There's a whole industry that's just making alternate artwork movie posters. You could look into
Really?
that. Yeah, there's like
Really?
websites where they sell them.
Okay. So how about instead of have Travis Scott sicko mode? You know, just to troll the
Jesus
audience, just
Christ.
like the NFL.
Clearly the best solution you have.
Oh my God, you have no idea how I cannot. You
We're still on
cannot
this.
imagine. We're still on this because I don't think you understand how much my jaw dropped with the sicko mode. The balls of the NFL to play sicko mode.
Oh Jesus. Oh man. So, oh,
Yeah.
one thing you should do is if there's anywhere you can put books, you should put books. That way it looks like you read.
Ah, okay. So like a library, you know?
Yeah, I have a bookshelf in my room that has a bunch of books that I have read and more that I haven't.
Okay. I don't know. I'm sure I'll find something for it. I'm trying to. I'm just right now. I'm just trying to deck out my room in like
Yeah.
the coolest way possible. I bought a mini fridge.
Oh, dude, nice.
Yeah, which is actually kind of necessary for a dorm.
Yeah, that's
Um,
still nice.
my roommate had one, but then he
They
left.
grabbed it.
Yeah, so he took my one piece of happiness and crushed. No, 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 no.
So get your own mini fridge, which is smart.
Yeah. I have
Oh,
a mic. You just put that on the mic.
I don't know if
Yeah.
this matters to you, but a griddle, an electric griddle, those are awesome.
I cannot put that in a dorm.
Do you know what an electric griddle is?
No.
It's just like it just plugs in, and it's a griddle, like just a flat surface that gets hot, and you just plug it in.
Oh.
I use it for pancakes. It's awesome, and you can cook.
Yeah, I don't think I can make. I don't think I can have that.
What? Are there rules against cooking? Or
Yes, because there's. I can't have anything that might cause fire. So
yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, I
yeah,
can see that.
you understand. Okay, I have
That's
a
that's
teapot,
hella
which is
lame.
basically this. Yeah. So I also have a microwave. Basically, you know,
I could start a
but
fire with a microwave.
you could start a fire with anything if you tried hard.
See? That's why they should
Yeah,
let you buy a stove and put it in your room.
exactly. Damn it! Why can't I have flammable objects in my room? I need answers.
The man's trying to keep us down.
um,
Just because I want several lit torches doesn't mean
dude,
I'm a madman.
all I'm trying to do is start a campfire in my own dorm, and I can't even have that.
Oh, God. Alright. One thing we
But
should talk about
yes.
are the comments on our last video. Someone gave us suggestions on what to talk about.
Oh,
Someone wanted to
really?
talk about. Someone wanted us to talk about the keytar.
The keytar.
Yes. Here's my official stance.
Uh-huh.
No. Either
That's
you're a
fair.
keyboard or guitar. Don't be both. You're making
Hmm.
both worse.
I would like to add to that comment. Super no. Uh,
Continue.
the keytar is an abomination of an instrument.
Jesus.
What? You think you're so cool? You just wanted a portable piano? Fuck you.
All right.
What do you want? You can't just have the best of both. Are a
So
keytar. Even the name sounds stupid. A
so
keytar.
here at Two Mics One Mac, we're staunchly anti-keytar.
Anti-keytar. Very anti-keytar.
That's our
You
stance.
could be any race. You could be any gender. But don't you fucking come to me with a keytar.
If you play keytar, you can leave.
You are subhuman.
Jesus.
Get out of here.
Oh, we just lost that viewer. Nice.
You along with all the people who think Yellow Starburst is the best Starburst.
That
You're
was.
both subhuman.
I feel like that's worse.
They're both terrible. I want nothing to do with you.
Sure.
So please get out.
All right. Someone else wanted us to talk about Shrek.
Shrek, which one?
They just said Shrek.
Shrek, that's
Uh,
very broad.
Good movie.
That's good,
Good movies.
good movies. Shrek 1 is great.
Yep.
Shrek 2 is great.
Yep.
Shrek 3 is something.
It's
Shrek 4
acceptable.
Shrek 4 happened.
It did.
Puss in Boots did also was the
I
thing. That,
Cards on the table. I didn't watch Puss in Boots.
oh, you have not missed much.
That's good to know.
Ever wanted to see Humpty Dumpty fight a cat?
Actually,
I got the
kinda.
movie.
Now that you've said it,
Yeah,
I kind of want to see it.
Puss in Boots.
All right, cool. Let's put this on the list of things we're watching.
Watch another movie where Antonio Banderas tries. And
Well, if he's trying, that's better than not.
no, that's not. I can't even say he tried because no one tried.
Antonio Banderas is back for one more paycheck.
Then there's the Puss in Boots Netflix show that I have not seen.
Same.
And never plan on it.
That's understandable.
And now there's rumors they're making a Shrek 5.
Yes.
Yes. So it's kind of in the works.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also rumors that Illuminate might be making this movie.
Oh.
Very big rumors here. Let me find the article about it because I think this is something worth discussing.
Is it? All right,
Yes,
sure.
yes.
Because
Shrek
right now,
Illumination.
it looks like it's just going to continue the trend of Shrek getting worse over time.
All right, November 6th, 2018. Polygon.com wrote an article. Shrek and Puss in Boots will be rebooted by Minion Studio.
Oh, God, that is the worst sentence I've ever heard.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
Uh,
you heard it all.
That's all we really need to hear from that article.
Following in the tradition of all great cinematic universes, Shrek and all associated Shrek properties, including Puss in Boots, are getting rebooted, Variety reports. The new versions of the infamous ogre and his smooth-talking feline sidekick will be handled by Illumination Entertainment, studio responsible for Minions. Huh.
I do not have confidence in this reboot.
No one should have confidence in this reboot. CEO of Illumination has been tasked of revamping Shrek, Fiona, Donkey, and Puss in Boots for the next generation. Here's a good idea. Show them the old Shrek for this next generation. Ever
Better-
thought about...
Just re-release the
Nope.
first Shrek.
Yeah, how about we do that? Oh, but no, we can't do that because we love money. Fuck.
Oh shit, they
While
do
this
love
means
money.
new storylines and new animation, Melinda Ardrey says that if possible, he'd like the original return. To him, the stellar voice cast is what makes the original movie so popular. Okay, I like I like how they're bringing but it's still gonna be a turd.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't have. I'm pretty
Does that
sure it
make
won't
any-
be great.
You know what I mean? Like, let me compare this. So, like, let's say that Shrek 1 was a beautiful piece of shit. Like, it's amazing, it's great, and it's great in its own way. You can't just like
Yeah,
and, like,
you really
say
can't
it's like-
capture lightning in a bottle twice.
yeah, exactly. You can't say you had corn in it. You could have corn in another piece of shit. Doesn't make it any different. It's still a piece of shit. No.
Yeah.
That's a terrible analogy now that I'm like
Yeah, no, that
thinking
was
it over.
that wasn't great. But
Oh my
our point
God,
stands.
That was bad.
Our point stands. It's unlikely this will be good.
Right.
Um,
Melandandri Calamari doesn't know exactly the original reboot Shrek, but said he's excited to tap into the rich world that Shrek has to offer. You know what that means? Reboots and remakes galore.
hype.
Tap into the rich world that Shrek has to offer? What the
Listen.
fuck is this? A silver mine?
Okay,
You
so
can't just do this shit.
so I have one pro Shrek argument here.
Yes,
And it is, think of the memes.
that's the only reason they're even considering this.
The
Yeah,
memes, the meme
the fucking
potential. E.
if if it weren't for the fucking memes, I don't think this Shrek movie would ever happen.
Yep.
I don't think.
You're
guarantee-
absolutely correct.
I guarantee that. Name like, do you know how hard it is for an animated movie to get rebooted? I mean, the only ones that are like the Disney ones that are just have huge
Yeah.
followings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
The Incredibles got a
Lion King,
sequel, and I still need to see that.
It's. I don't recommend it.
Okay, so here's
I reviewed it.
yeah.
I reviewed it on this podcast.
You reviewed it on this podcast. I don't care. I'm still watching it because of the nostalgia. Incredibles
is
1
why-
was one of my favorite movies as a small child, and I want that nostalgia.
Oh my god.
I don't
This is
care.
the problem. Like, this is the problem.
They cash in on nostalgia and make subpar movies because they know that people are going to see it anyway. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to see it because fuck you, my childhood matters.
Fine. Fuck. Fine. Fine.
All right.
Fine.
The same person who wanted us to talk about Shrek, also the new How to Train Your Dragon, which I
Oh, How to Train Your Dragon. Okay.
The new one.
I don't know if. Yes. I don't know if you've seen the movie poster.
saw the first movie, and that's about all I got.
So, How to Train Your Dragon 3. I don't know if you've seen the movie poster for it, but I'm going to predict what happens in this movie based solely off the poster alone. Here, I'm sending you the poster right now so you have an idea of what I'm talking
All right.
about. Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay. So a love story. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, so if you look at the main poster, it has, like, the main guy. I don't know, what's his name?
I'll put a picture of this up as we're talking about it.
Okay, good to know. What's his name? Like, the guy in the middle. Like,
Flynn,
Flynn,
I think.
Footless?
Maybe.
No, so the dragon is toothless. I know that.
Yeah.
And then
I feel like his name is Flynn, but I also feel like I'm wrong,
I'm
so...
going with Footless.
Footless, that works.
Yeah, toothless and footless.
That works.
So Footless, okay, he's clearly a man now, right?
Yep.
Okay? So, and, like, if you look at it, there's, like, the white dragon staring at each other. So it's going to be a love story.
Yep.
I'm going to assume.
Those dragons are gonna bang.
Now, it's canon that Toothless is the last of his kind. And if you see the trailer, it says, it's a girl Night Fury. Meaning that she's going to be, like, the last girl. And they're going to have to, like, revamp the species, you know?
Oh,
So,
boy.
Yeah.
You're
they're
right. That is gonna
They're
happen.
going to have to fuck, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And, like, a good portion of the movie is going to get Toothless to try to fuck this dragon. You know?
Absolutely, you're
And
correct.
Footless is going to be his wingman, you know?
I get it.
Yeah. Why isn't he called...
I bet there's even going to be a subplot with Footless and his love.
Oh, totally. It's going to be analogous. You
Yeah.
know? And a good portion... Since it's the third one, that means it's going to be about him learning go of
Oh
Toothless,
God,
you know?
yeah. That is going to be the subplot, is Footless learning to just let him live his own life. God, this movie's going to be good.
No, it's just going to be predictable. you
Yeah,
know?
okay, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think... I can't say it's not going to be good because, you know, I haven't seen the movie.
That's fair.
But it's going to be predictable, which is not going to help.
Yeah, yeah.
Footless is going to lose his dragon similar to Foot.
Yep.
Unexplained and just kind of happened.
Yep, good prediction. We'll come back to that when one of us watches it or reads the synopsis. I'm sure.
And then another part of it is like there's this hunter, right? And
Uh-huh.
he says that he hunts dragons. So I assume he's going to be the one who did all Night Furies, you know? And he's the one who's going to hunt them all to extinction. And he's got 2 more on his plate. And I think, here's my prediction. There, like, as a baby, something happened to him from Night Fury. Maybe, like, a Night Fury ate his parents or something. I don't know.
Probably.
You know? Which is why they're toothless. Because all the teeth got lost in the parents.
What?
No, that makes no sense. They have teeth.
Yeah.
They just hide their teeth. Which is dumb.
And so is a sequel to that movie. The first
don't
one was
know.
good. I like the first one.
I haven't seen the second one. I saw
Same.
the first one.
Same. We both only saw the first one, and we both agree it was all right. I enjoyed it.
Apparently, the second one was good.
Oh, that's good.
I saw a clip of it, and it looked pretty decent, but I don't know.
So maybe the third one will be good, just predictable but solid.
Yeah. Since it's the last dragon movie, so either what's going to happen is that all the dragons are going to, and they're all going to go, and everyone's going to have to learn to let go.
Oh yeah, that is
Or
possible.
it's just going to be those two, and everyone else is living fine with their own.
I feel like the first one is more likely, where all the dragons leave.
Yeah. Maybe like Footless gets a kid.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Maybe, and like the end shot is gonna kid. Like he lets go of his dragon, but he's like gaining a new member of the family.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Toothless is banging and trying to have little dragon kitties.
Yep. Yeah, no,
And,
I
like,
definitely
something-
see this.
And something they're not going to tell you. They're going to kind of brush over it, because the story will end. But eventually, those dragon kitties are going to have to fuck each other to keep the species
That is how
going.
reproduction works, yeah.
Yeah, because those dragons are going to have some
Yeah.
incest in their future.
Yeah, that's the only way to make a population from 2.
I feel like no one's really going over this,
And
because
that's
it's
understandable.
Viking era, gene splicing isn't a thing yet, so you can't really. Oh no!
Cool.
It's doomed from the start.
Thanks for ruining this
I-
movie before it even
I
happened.
guarantee you, they're gonna brush over.
Well, obviously they're gonna brush over it. It's DreamWorks. All right, so those are our predictions for that movie. We'll come back to whether or not those actually happen once it's out. I feel like we're mostly correct.
I feel
It just feels right.
There's definitely going to be that scene where Hiccup that is his name, Hiccup.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna call him Footless.
No, Footless is better.
Yeah. Okay. So there's gonna be a scene where Footless, helps the dragon fuck.
I doubt that.
No, he's gonna be like.
Oh, like a
Gone.
wingman. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like a wingman. And then he's gonna fuck up at first. There's gonna be some redemption.
There's gonna be a
Maybe
will they, won't they thing.
Yeah, she's gonna get captured or some shit, and then
Probably.
it's up to Toothless and Footless to save her from being captured. And she gets so swooned by her getting rescued that they're gonna fall in love.
This
because,
all sounds correct.
Yeah, it's gonna be she's gonna get caught in a net or some shit because it's a dragon, right? So how else are you gonna catch
true.
it? Yeah. Maybe keep her in a cage or something. I don't know.
I'm sure we'll find out.
Mm.
All right, so that was the entirety of the 2 comments we had
Oh,
telling us to
all
talk about
2?
stuff. Yeah, all 2.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow.
I know. It's honestly
Okay.
impressive.
So, thanks, guys.
Thanks for the comments. Leave
yeah,
more if you want us to talk about different things.
Leave way more comments. That's pretty much everything I wanted to talk.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Nothing happens in my life.
Oh, come on.
I work at Target.
Do more shit. Do more shit so we have shit to talk about on our.
But depression, Bennett.
I don't give a fuck about no depression.
All right, fine.
You gotta do.
I'll do something. I'll do something with my life in 7 days. Let's go.
Do something with your life for the betterment of my career on this podcast, Sam.
Fucking sure.
Damn it.
Sure.
Okay. But thanks, guys. Thank you for listening.
Yep. We
Leave
appreciate
us a
it.
comment. Ask us what you want us to talk about next time. Give us a like, subscribe, please.
Tell other people about these 2 idiots you heard talking online one time.
2 mics, 1 Mac. That's a 2, number 2, mics, 1, number 1. Mac.
The clearly labeled right below this video. 2 mics, 1 Mac. Thanks for spelling it out for him.
Twitter. We promise we'll post something someday.
Oh, don't make that promise. Thank you all. Good
Thank
night.
you all. Guys, peace.